Let's talk about Grigris.
Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream.
Hi.
What is up, friends? So we are here tonight to work
get
on
Savvy demonetized.
To get me demonetized. Okay, so let me know in the comments. I think we need to do rating sprints because I've been so unproductive today. But RK thinks we should react to old Shane Dawson videos. I think that's gonna get my whole ass channel demonetized at this point.
You'll hit 30K tonight, so it'll be worth.
You know who we need? I'm being presumptuous here, but you know who we need to cancel more than Shane Dawson is Sean Boston, who is a character in the novel RK and I are writing. He's not a real person.
He's not a real person.
Stand-in title is Cancel Sean Boston.
Yeah, currently we're titling our novel Cancel Sean Boston.
Oh my god.
So
I need this drama. I need this drama in my life. It's going to be so
Yeah, it's
good.
going to be great drama because it's not real.
Yes, the best kind of drama.
I feel like I never get to see y'all until these live streams. So I want to say something real quick to Savvy.
Yes.
Congrats on your book getting a publishing deal.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, I signed a contract yesterday, and I'm going to start developmental edits on 90s Kids soon. And it doesn't have a release date yet, but once it does, I'll let you guys know. I'm thinking it's going to be probably in the first half of 2021.
That's amazing. That's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
It is very.
So yeah, I just had to say that because like I don't get to go to like the streams that are during work days and stuff. So I feel like until this stream, like I don't get to see you. So
I appreciate that. You know, I just like it. I just signed it yesterday, so it hasn't been in a video yet or anything like that. So you're early on it.
Also, I have to tell you guys something.
Yes.
So this is a short story. But I was at home and my husband was going on shift. He's a fireman. He works like 12 or 24-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't going to see him. And he was like just on his phone and we were just messing around. The baby's watching Masha in the background. And he said, "Man, your friend Savvy is so funny." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "My friend Savvy? Like my friend Savvy? Do you follow her? Like what is going on?" He said, "Well, yeah, I follow like everybody on the live stream, and like I check up on y'all, and like when I'm at work, like I'll like come in and stuff. I don't say nothing." And I was like, "So you like online stalk us?" Like,
no, that's so cute. I love that so much. Oh my god, tell him thank you.
But you posted something about like working out or whatever hungover. And he was
my god.
And he just started laughing, looking at his phone, and I was like, "What are you laughing?"
That was
I want to laugh. Tell me why you're laughing.
I made you guys know I make poor decisions when it comes to watching TV shows and reading books I know I'm not going to like just because I want to review them.
Nope.
So no, RK doesn't know how I do that. Okay, anyway, so it's decided in terms of, along with I call out people who are shitty about mental health, I decided I was going to watch the show 13 Reasons Why and review it.
Oh no.
It's bad. First of all, it is bad. It's so
I watched
bad.
that 13
It's
or 14
incredibly
or whatever.
problematic. And I'll probably do a whole review of it to explain all the issues with it. But I watched 3 episodes last night, and to get through it, I had to drink so much bourbon. So I was drinking so much bourbon, and I woke up this morning completely hungover. My morning meeting today for work got canceled, which was like someone was looking down on me. And then I went to do my workout and didn't think I was still hungover until I went to like go do core workouts, and I was doing like planks and then crunches and stuff, and I was planking, like I started like not fully vomiting but like soft vomiting from like my stomach tightness with my hungoverness. So I'm like that, and I'm like, whoa, there is
We lost her in the middle of that very graphic story.
Yeah, you lost me while I'm telling you. Yeah, guys, I'm gross. I'm sorry. That's just who I am.
You just motivated me to plank.
Are you planking right now?
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
Lord.
Well,
I'm
planking right now. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm
I
even
come back
grosser
for this
because
graphic. My grand My gremlins took me.
It looks kind of terrifying with the lighting.
Yeah, I know. You look like a horror movie.
Red, and then just the eyes gleaming. Oh,
You
that's
look like
Oh my god, RK is like, look, he's like stepping up. Like, I feel like we do word sprints and workout sprints. Like, what is
I'm
happening
scared.
on this channel right now?
I'm good.
To make myself grosser,
I'm
I didn't even
scared.
shower today because I'm like, I'm gonna work out again tomorrow morning. So we'll see if tomorrow morning it's the same. Maybe we could all do like on a stream. We could do AuthorTube workout sprints, and we can all plank
No.
together.
So fun fact, I actually had this idea, something similar that I had collabed with the adorable author before she went off YouTube. And we were gonna do like the AuthorTube workout challenge where it's like you do a word sprint and however many words you got or whatever, like that was how many, whatever you did that round as like a workout. And then you like, you know, eat writer's belly or whatever. So like we were going to do that and then it didn't happen.
Maybe everyone who's watching, comment in the chat. And when I go through the chat, we'll look at that. I want to know. I want to know if people think that would be fun because we could do that. We could do it. We could do like 80s aerobics night or something.
like a year and a half
God,
ago.
the
I
spandex.
kind of fell off a cliff and hurt my back. It's fine. I'm fine. Whatever.
Okay,
Anyway.
the way you told that was so casual. You're like, so a year and a half ago, I kind of like fell off a cliff. What? Are you okay?
I caught myself in these trees.
This took a
Like,
turn.
like tips. So I caught myself as I fell and then like did a pull up. See, that's like the saying you only need to do one pull up. That's where it came into effect. I also had a snowboard strapped to my feet. So it was like an extra, however heavy that is. And it was my first time snowboarding. I'm bad at it and never doing it again. Moving on from that, I went into PT because like my back was freaking out and like back spasms and stuff, which are not fun. Anyways,
Not fun at all.
As someone with
my physical therapist,
scoliosis, this I know
don't
exactly what
have-
you mean.
my physical therapist is like, you need to get abs. I'm like, oh, you're just
The rudest
like,
sentence in the human language.
I'm just gonna say
Again,
that
no,
to everyone.
that's true for me too because I have scoliosis that's like moderate. It's like just not quite bad enough that they have to surgically fix it, but it's bad enough that I have back problems. So as a result, when I've gone to physical therapy, it's always been you need to strengthen your core because your back muscles won't be able to hold your spine in place right. So I'm trying to strengthen my core again, but don't do it hungover.
Chloe Ting.
CB does not have to worry about that because she is too young to
Nope.
drink.
I'm a child and I don't want to. 'cause
So, but when you
it's
grow up in a
so
few years, don't do workouts hungover.
I'll make a
It's
So-
a bad time. Learn from
Anyways,
your
I-
and from the 80s.
So
I had to do physical therapy and like I'm supposed to still be doing it, but like
Of course, if you do decide to make those poor life choices, please tweet about it because it really tickled my husband today during dinner. Just so you
I'm
know.
so glad to know that because I thought that
It is great.
I thought people were gonna think that tweet was gross and not like it.
No, he like laughed. And I did that thing where you're like, "What you doing over there? What you laughing about?" I'm gonna laugh. Like, and he was
I love
like,
it.
he was like, "Your friend Stabby, like she's so funny. She."
Oh my god, I
did
love
this
it.
thing." And I was like, "I'm not even looking at it, and she's my friend. How do you know my friend Stabby?" Like,
my mom found my Twitter today. Like my
That's fun.
and she went through it correcting my grammar mistakes.
Of course she did. Oh my
Solid.
god.
that's awesome.
She's like, a writer should
That's
have good grammar. And my dad goes, that's why we have editors. Because that's the line I use, because I have terrible grammar.
I pray to God my mother never finds my Twitter. There are things on there she doesn't need to read.
so I told
Understandable. My mom always finds
My-
my Twitter, and my mom follows me on Twitter. She's very nice, but she always asks me in person when she sees me that she'll be like, "Oh my god, the other day you were tweeting about how you didn't have enough food. Are you okay? Do you need me to take you to the grocery store?" So I'm like, "No, mom, it's okay." She's like, "You're tweeting about how you drank 4 cups of coffee. Are you? Do you need to sleep more?" I'm like, "Mom, it's okay. You're so sweet, though. My mom's so sweet."
My mom has seen my rants on Twitter, and then she
Yeah.
calls me on the phone like, you should not be ranting on Twitter because people are not gonna like it. And like, I understand where you're coming from, but there's a lot of people who cannot deal, and like they don't
Yeah.
like to see those things, and like they're gonna call you unprofessional or whatever. You don't want to be another Rowling, you know. So
My mom's super like old school and conservative when it comes to social media. So she like
Same.
Facebooks, but like she was a teacher for many years. She taught like middle school. So she was teaching kids like social media etiquette and manners and etiquette and all this other stuff like legit in a classroom setting. And so she's very much like, you have to approve pictures before they go on. Like, don't say anything controversial. Like, you know, because your employers can be on there and whatever.
Yeah.
And she's very, very sort of by the book when it comes to that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But
No, it's not. It all
I
depends
feel
on
like-
the image.
yeah, I feel like though you always have to have like that safe place where you can like just say what the heck you mean, like
Yes.
even if it's not popular. So Twitter is that for me, where Facebook and like Instagram probably is not, just because she's more
definitely
into that.
So
You know?
I have a
I
story
ran
about
to
this.
Twitter,
Actually, I think
and I
this
have
is
said
funny.
ugly things.
Sorry.
No,
yeah.
go on.
I-
Internet
so,
lag.
I have
Sorry.
a story about this where when I would put on my when I started my YouTube channel, my mom would always be like, "Oh my God, Sevi, you're swearing in your videos. You're so vulgar. Like, it's not." And so then what happened was, so I signed up to do, back when we didn't have quarantine, back when we went outside and went to events, I was doing one of these like craft fair type events before the holiday season. It was going to be, they had like an author table there. So I signed up to do that. And then the lady emailed me about how she'd seen my YouTube channel. So I start telling my mom the story, and I was like, oh, the lady who organized this event saw my YouTube channel. She found me there. And my mom was like, oh my God. And she doesn't want you to come anymore now because she saw how unprofessional and vulgar you were on your YouTube channel. And I was like, no, that's not what she said at all.
Scenario.
What she said was that
Apocalypse
she saw
Mom.
my video criticizing the company Arbonne, and she was like, oh, I didn't realize this was a pyramid scheme. I had someone coming to this event from that, and I won't have them come back next year now that I know how predatory this company is. So like, I informed her in a positive way, but my mom had just and then my mom went to tell my dad about it. He was like, oh my God, she doesn't want Savvy to come anymore because her channel is so unprofessional.
You immediately went to like the worst case scenario.
I mean,
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I mean, like seriously, what is an artist? Like this is my lesson to learn. But at the moment, I'm gonna die on this hill. What is an artist without a personality and a brand and a like a thing going? What is an artist without that? It's just
Paint by numbers.
I don't even know what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have not
So
addressed
Bob
comments
had an
yet.
afro, people. Like, come on.
Let's say hello to the people in the comments.
So Eve Daniels Nerdy Nanny says early morning tomorrow, but stopping by to drop a like and say congrats on 5K. Thank you so much. I know you're probably not here anymore because I was so slow on these comments, but I am so grateful that you were here. Devin is here. Hello. Howdy, Devin. Leora says, I have risen from the dead. I'm so glad you're not dead anymore.
Jesus.
Joanne is here. Since Joanne is here, maybe I'll use one of Joanne's timers in the mix as well. Anyway, so Leora's risen from the dead. Joanne has risen from the dead.
Everybody's risen from the dead.
Sherry
All the
Turquoise is
zombies.
here. I love it.
Sherry,
Hey,
we need to talk again.
And hey, Leora.
I need to
Hey,
talk
Joanne.
with Sherry. I need to talk with Sherry. I'm
Leora
excited.
says, I've been going through a really rough time decreasing my medication and having withdrawal pain, but I'm here tonight. Oh my God, Leora, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that. I've had that happen before with withdrawal, where it's like, when I've had brain medication, which I assume this probably is, I would like, and I went through withdrawal from it, I would like trip and drop things because my brain just didn't communicate right. So the withdrawal symptoms are real. Leora, I really hope everything's going okay.
Withdrawal symptoms are the worst. Like I had it with my, I had it too, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
So
My
y'all
husband had a
don't
really
take
rough time,
drugs
too.
that are not
Oh no, Savvy.
disappeared while I'm trying to make a good message. Don't do drugs that aren't prescribed to you because it's unhealthy, and if you ever want to stop, you're going to have serious withdrawal pain. Not that I do drugs. I had withdrawal pain from prescription medication, as did Leora.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah, full
Same.
disclosure, I'm actually prescribed medical marijuana.
I don't
My
believe
husband.
you.
I don't believe you. No,
Utilize
No,
it.
I'm dead
nobody
serious.
believes that. Huh?
That's not a joke. I am.
Oh wait, are you really?
Yesterday,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, yesterday?
As of yesterday, I
this
got
is a
it.
new development in life.
How did you? What? Well, you know what? I'm happy for you, bud.
Wizard moment
Whatever it is,
with
but
RK.
you're doing. Yeah,
Thrifty
it's fine.
Beauty is here and said stayed up late for this. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. Kat Benson is here. Hello, Kat
Hi,
Benson.
Kat.
I need to
Loving your
remember to watch
videos.
some of Kat's recent Kat's videos about
I love her
healthy
videos.
eating because I'm gonna try to healthy eat again.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try
I
to
see
see it.
Leora quoting Scott Pilgrim down there.
Of course
Me
she
too.
is.
Totally healthy eating.
Tuesday's Art is here. Hello, Tuesday's Art. So glad you're here.
Hi, Tuesday. So nice to see you.
Done.
What?
What now?
What is this guy?
The Goblin King.
What are you doing
What
here?
now?
You're following me like I don't know, like a shadow. What are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding. He's always welcome next to me. He's my family. That's what siblings do.
Done.
So Sherry, thank you for the congratulations, Sherry. I appreciate that.
You're
Debbie is
awesome,
here
Sherry.
with her purple hair.
Hey,
And
Debbie.
Hi,
Audra
Debbie.
is here.
Hey, Audra.
Jojo.
Morgan
Hey.
Lee is here. Hello, Morgan.
Hello,
My girl
Morgan. Hey, hey.
the phenom herself.
How's camp going?
Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with 13 Reasons Why is terrible. I know. I'm probably
I
won't suffer through the whole
hate-
thing, but I will do a review putting on blast how, and maybe I should read the book just to review it because this is like there's like serious mental health violations and like this is really bad. And I haven't read the book. And Leora's telling me the book was just as bad. I was like, maybe the
Stabby.
book's better, but no. What?
If you want to review that thing, can we collab for it? Can we
Oh,
talk
yeah, of
about
course.
all the Yeah, please.
Yeah, let's do it.
Please. I need to do that.
Let's schedule a new live stream collab to talk about it because I have been scheduling some live stream collabs to do different topics throughout the next couple months. So
Me
yeah, let's do that. Yay!
Yeah, your Friday live stream collab sucks though.
Doesn't. You're a fangirl. Shut up.
Shut up. Shut
Yeah,
up.
no, just so everyone watching, if you don't know, RK and I are now doing a weekly live stream on Fridays at noon Central, so 1 p.m. Eastern. And during that stream, we will be working on our novel together because we're writing a novel together for NaNoWriMo this year. We're going to write a new adult contemporary romance for the social distancing age. So if you guys want to see the process of a novel getting completed start to finish from idea conception all the way through publishing, then come over to our live stream every Friday at noon. It alternates which of our channels it's on. So this Friday is going to be on RK's channel.
Hashtag cancel Sean Boston.
Hashtag Dramalama.
Hashtag
Drama Llama. Yeah, so
Llamageddon.
Llamageddon, yes. So we're writing a novel about fictional people getting into big social media drama and public beef. Because that makes you money during the quarantine, I guess. So that's what we're writing about, and that our main villain is Sean Boston, so we want to cancel him.
We'll include everyone on this live stream in some capacity, good or bad.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So yeah, everybody. Yeah, the fun thing is while we're in the process of making this, everybody can comment, and then like. It's also like we're getting feedback like live from people in the comments, which is cool.
Oh my God,
debating like should we do this with this
became
character?
a character.
Yes, Doll. He makes a character on Doll.
Sean just said something amazing in the comments. He said Llamageddon /alpaca.
Oh!
I would watch those Adult Swim shows.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's the best thing that's happened. That's amazing.
Oh my god. Can Eva make a cameo without ever being relevant? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have Eva just be let's have a character named Eva in there, wearing an Alpacalypse 2020 shirt. Oh,
Yeah.
Bonnie, yes, we are doing Cancel Sean Boston merch. We checked to make sure that there was no one with the Twitter handle Sean Boston already, because we didn't want a real guy to feel like he was getting canceled. Like, so we will be making Cancel Sean Boston merch.
I had to mute myself after that apocalypse thing because I was cackling way too. I'm gonna get a call from the neighbors like, girl, we were trying to sleep here.
We'll have
I have to go back up so to make sure that I don't skip people's comments.
We'll have an Eva character that's just like, wear your damn mask, and that's her only line in the book.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Good line though.
Alley Cat is here. What did you come
Hi,
to?
Alley Cat.
Having sleepover shenanigans already.
showed
We're
up
all
when our
slap
cat
happy
was
over
Have
here.
you been here before? This is the usual
Not-
sleepover shenanigans.
not to
Alley
brag.
Cat's been here
That
before.
was
many
tight.
times.
I was holding a plank.
I guess it was on mine. I don't know. I feel like I have such
Oh wait,
brain
was it?
fog
Oh,
right
it
now.
was. The comment was when RK was planking. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Author size. Yes, we can do exercise or
Awesome.
exercise.
I think it's like I don't know how to work out. Raise the roof.
RK doing his best sleep paralysis
Oh, yeah,
demon
there we go.
impression.
Nope.
All
he
right,
must be a lot
cool.
superior
Rude.
to that.
Sacco's
RK's
here.
a cuddly little bear.
Barbara's
Sacco.
here. Barbara is leaving.
Hi,
I guess I'm
Barbara.
assuming that's a like symbol.
you,
I can't see the
Barbara.
emojis here.
Thumbs up.
Thank you so much, Sacco, for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Joanne, my mom called me to delete my test live stream today because she thought I looked unprofessional, and I even did it. Dude, that's parents, man. I love my mom. My mom is so wonderful. I always have to tell her,
My
though,
mom,
that,
too.
like,
Moms are like that. They're just protective. They just love you. They're just like, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you?
Yeah. My mom's a sweetheart.
My Twitter.
My mom is a
bio
star.
is like published author, aspiring director, and general dumbass. And my mom loved the last part. Like, 2
Yeah, that's
minutes,
like-
and I was
My mom, whenever I would, like, even through college, when I would swear on the internet, she would be like, Savvy, that is so rude. We have relatives who are very religious, and they would be very hurt by that. And it would just be like, because I'd, like, be, like, tweeting during the Bears game, and they'd, like, miss a field goal, and I'd be like, God damn it, Bears. And my mom would be like, you shouldn't say that. That's not nice to God.
I mean, that's your fault for cheering for the Bears.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no. What's happening?
Is this football?
This turned into sports ball.
Yes, this is football.
Careful with copyright, RK.
With copyright, can we not talk about football teams on here?
No, if he has something in the background. Okay, sorry, blindness. I don't know if we can see it or not, but better we don't better we don't see it, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. Oh, Robin is here. Hello, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Leora says, not that I do drugs unless you do drugs, in which case I do drugs all the time, every drug.
Yeah, I gotta love those Scott Pilgrim quotes. However, Leora then
Pilgrim's
says
good
that
movie.
it's it's like the most quotable movie, to which I would disagree and say Tropic Thunder. Oh, she said extremely quotable. Never mind. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Tropic
Trying to think
Thunder
of what
is
the
most quotable.
movie
Or
is.
Mean Girls.
Did his statement.
Mean Girls is definitely the most quotable movie. Okay, so guys, let me know. I had this idea. I know this is not me in Arcade Stream, but I keep talking about this anyway. I had this idea yesterday for when we make a book trailer for Cancel Sean Boston. If we make it a giant AuthorTube collab and we put out a call for people to send us a 5-second clip of them saying what Sean Boston did to them, kind of like,
Yes,
like
I will
Regina
do this.
George did this, and then we'll make
I
a
will do
video and it'll
this.
be like, Sean Boston did this to me, and then
I'll do it.
I
I
will
thought
do
that
it.
would be funny.
In a
It would be cool to
heartbeat.
like have a bunch of people
In
in
a
it.
heartbeat.
No, I'm gonna make a whole video ranting about him and very enraged, you know, like
Yeah,
a la
we'll make
Stoffer.
maybe we can make real
like a
cancel
whole
videos
video.
for him.
He's like, Sean
Arsenal.
Boston, Sean Boston is a nasty whatever, and I'm just gonna make up whatever is in the story, and we're gonna rant about it and make another video. It's gonna look so unprofessional on my channel, and everyone's gonna think that I'm ranting and flustered again, and it's all a show.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
all
great. I
a
can
show.
make an exposed video about him. The way that I make exposed videos about like Tony Robbins and shit.
Yeah.
Probably have a video of my son just like being awful and be like, he hid my birth control pills.
And I'm just gonna end the video like, oh, this was just I'm just gonna end the video like,
I don't want your son to regret that. I don't want to blast him.
No, like,
No, no.
hilarious though, 'cause he's
You know
a
what?
toddler
That's gonna
and
be-
all he does is tantrum right now. I love him anyway, but all he does is tantrum right now, so it would be like funny. It would.
Use your nephew instead.
Oh yeah, Jackson would be great for that.
Yeah, use video of Jackson instead. Then your son won't grow up like.
Oh my
feeling-
god, Jackson did the worst.
We'll see. I
Jackson
don't
did the worst thing the other day. He
social
said he
media
was gonna make a cake.
for it.
So he threw flour on the floor in the middle of the room, but he didn't have anything to mix it with, so he peed on it.
oh boy.
God, children. Oh my God.
I mean, what? Did it turn into a cake?
No, he was very upset about it.
I would be too.
What is this thing?
His sister, his mother, poor thing, walked out and was like, I was gone for 2 seconds. What has happened?
Man, kids
I've just
seem
decided.
wild.
I've just decided that that's gonna be my book review for your book. It's just like all the ranting against Sean Boston or whatever, and it's gonna look like I'm ranting about something, and then it's like, and that's my review of the book, whatever, and I give it 5 stars because look at all the rage that it's make me feel.
Did some work. We're trying to make Sean Boston well-rounded and not just horrible because we want him to be, you know, interesting enough to follow, not a one-sided villain.
Oh yeah,
But-
so you definitely need to give the readers like hope for redemption and then yank it out from under them like several times.
Well, then we were like-
Yeah,
His perspective, just to see, just to mess with everyone a little bit. I don't know. This will be fun. Okay, wait, Mary. You know what, Mary? I should have made decaf. I made caffeinated coffee because I have just been like a tired sack of shit all day. I've been like a depressed sack of shit the entire day today. So
we love you too much.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I've been like
Not that it
quarantine
helps,
depression is a real thing, guys. Maybe I'll just vent real quick. The other week on my channel, y'all probably saw this in my Instagram story. I got this comment from someone being like, "You should stop trying to be ironically ugly. I find it difficult
I saw
to look
that.
at you." And she was like, "You have ugly glasses and ugly hair and ugly clothes. Like, why don't you just own your femininity? People will take you more seriously." And I was like, what?
Because there's no one right way to be a woman.
Exactly. That's what
Period.
I said. I was like, do you like not think that like butch lesbians are allowed on YouTube? Like, also,
Because
these
it's-
are my glasses. I didn't put on ugly glasses on purpose. These are just my glasses.
You're absolutely beautiful, and she's a fucking troll, and we shouldn't even give her.
it's just a troll. It's just a troll.
Like, is this how people? And then I'm like, is this regular homophobia or is this a personal attack? I can't tell. And then it's just been spiraling, dude. I've just been like, God damn. So I've just been like having image issues as usual.
I think everybody.
Well,
I think everybody to a certain extent has image issues, but I want to say, like, on the record, it's incredibly nerve-wracking to put yourself out there and put yourself like in front of the world on the internet. And Savvy, you actually have like a growing and pretty prominent like presence that is getting bigger still. And so like, I can't imagine the pressure that puts on you. as a woman, as anyone with your
But you're doing
self-confidence.
great with it. We're not trying to stress you out more. You're doing
No,
great.
no, no.
You guys,
No,
thank you so
I
much.
think you're beautiful, and I think that unfortunately, they're just some assholes out there in the world.
No,
They
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
say
share
this is gonna
anyone
sound like
With
this is
a
gonna
little
sound
bit
super
of
weird.
off my channel,
Right.
I was feminine presenting. Like I had long hair and I did dress like quote unquote better and whatever. And I think that my channel was, I don't know if it was growing. It's growing faster now because once you hit 1,000, it grows faster in general. But like I was getting more views per subscriber count than I have gotten since. So it was always a thing in the back of my mind where I've been like, should I have done this? Should I go back to being pretty for a little while just to help my channel grow? And I would like stress over this.
I mean,
And
you can do a social experiment. You can try.
Yeah.
You can try. I mean, YouTube is very visual in that sense. Like, pretty women are gonna grow their channel faster because they are pretty.
Well,
But
I'm
it's also, a lot about content. Like, just looks isn't all of it.
right? Yeah, like
No.
I've
It
seen a lot of very
really
attractive
matter.
people on YouTube, and if I don't find what they're doing interesting, I'm not going to keep watching just because you're attractive. Like,
Okay, I will say
There's some
people just for the sake of watching pretty people, but I'm more likely to watch interesting people than pretty.
yeah,
right.
What I was
Not
gonna
only that-
say, like, from this blind alien's perspective, Savvy, you are very unique, and
you.
it's easier for me to distinguish you. I made a video about this, and I used you as an example because it's easier for me to explain it. But you are a unique person. You look unique. You are unique. You speak unique, and you are yourself. It is a lot easier for me to distinguish you than a bunch of other people out there. So to me, that's like an advantage, actually.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Well,
I feel
not
the
only
same way
that-
with like Doll has even though we don't see Doll, she has an image. She's like
Yeah.
has a purple and white color palette. She has a hello, I'm a blind
Mm.
alien. Like, it's just, the Ace from Space dude. Doll's got a thing going. So I get what you mean. Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
only that, like
You
I don't
too.
know, it always makes me really mad whenever people like troll and hate on other people. I know that that's like the nature of the internet because with anonymity comes like a certain level of you think you can do anything and say anything and it's not gonna like come back or matter or whatever. But honestly, it just reflects poorly on that person,
To be
And
fair,
I know that
I'm on the internet, so I know that I'm like this too. But I never criticize like things like, wow, look at Tony Robbins, he looks so stupid here. It's like, no, he's saying something problematic here. So I feel like if you criticize someone on their actions, it's different than on their appearance. It's just like a whole different thing.
that's true.
I agree.
That's true. If somebody told me that I looked like an ugly troll who hasn't slept in 8 days, it might be true, but I don't want to hear that, and it'll probably mess with my mental state for sure.
Slept in 8 days. So if you haven't slept in 8 days, you're doing really well for yourself.
Well, I mean, I have. Not much.
This is appropriate. Leora says, I'm looking through sound effects library and stumbled upon a file named Train Hits Guy.
I love that.
I was like,
Yes. Can we commission the trains to hit this person, please? Anyone who dares to knock our savvy down.
guys, do you want to see my most iconic look ever? I'm not sure if it'll show up, but
Oh, wait.
wait,
Ah!
I'm gonna turn down the brightness.
Love it.
Ooh, you can make her full screen, Savvy.
Wait,
You
that's
can click
you?
on her.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Do I? There we go. There we go.
There we
And
go.
that's how
That's
CB
your most
took over the
iconic
stream.
Ooh.
Stevie, you're a hot dude.
Dude.
We can go back to everyone. I'm like looking at myself.
I'm just going to say it. You're a
That
hot
was
dude.
this summer. That was 1 year ago. That was August 7th, 2019. So almost exactly 1 year ago.
So
I
what
was
now?
playing a
Sorry.
old-fashioned male detective in a short film we made at summer camp where I was the only girl in the group, but I played the dude. detective that like smoked the pipe and like wore the hat and long coat, except I had none of that and I just had the goatee of eyeliner. And then I did giant eyeliner on a dude and he wore a the head of a mop as his hair, and he played my wife that was always drinking wine. And then someone got murdered and the world ended. My wife got murdered too.
My dad won Best Actress in college because he
Maybe
played,
to mute myself, sorry.
he played a transvestite in a play where like somebody went to go hit on him and he was like in his really deep voice, he was like, yeah, I'd love to go for coffee or whatever, and like turned around and it was like, I don't know, it was a comedy and it was like really funny. But he won Best Actress and I always was very proud of him for that.
That's very cute.
I was like, my dad won Best Actress. Oh, I love that.
Dude, that comment has been rolling.
So what now says, every time I'm hearing cancel Sean, I'm having a minor anxiety attack.
Oh, no. Not you. You're Professor.
Not you. Not
Sean
you.
Boston sounds so similar to Shane Dawson. Yes.
We're not gonna confirm
Robert
them for
came
you.
up with that when he was high on our first stream. He was like, what if we name him Shane Dawson? No, let's name him Sean Boston. So, yes, that was intentional. But that's only based on him a little bit. He's a combination of many famous people in real life. Got a little bit of Rachel Hollis in him. He plagiarizes a lot. He's got a little bit of the whole crowd of people that were Vine stars and then became YouTube stars and then decided to make a music career. He has a little bit of
He has the J.K. Rowling homophobia on Twitter. He's gonna have all that stuff. He has to have that.
On Twitter, Sean Boston. We got to make Sean Boston's Twitter account, but I don't want to tweet actually rude things as him, so we'll see. Maybe we'll make it just to tag him.
Well, we have to write the companion book Turfs All the Way Down, so there's room for him being a transphobe.
Just make the Twitter account now, and then like whenever it's like leading up to launch and like launch and right after, like for promotional stuff, then you should tweet just really rude shit at him.
Eva,
oh boy,
for a fight today. I'm not looking for a fight. She even says fight me. I'm looking for a fight, Eva.
Eva, who are your teams?
No.
Eva lives not that far from me, I don't think. So she's just like, Eva's one of those people that's like, I live in Illinois, but not in Chicago.
Oh, that's like a lot of Louisiana with New Orleans.
I love you.
Yeah. Because New Orleans is not the entire state, RK.
No, we don't claim this.
I'm throwing it down.
We don't claim the state at all. We say we're not Louisiana. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to NFL games because they were expensive, but I went to college football games all the time. I had season tickets for a while for Northwestern. I was very invested in Big Ten football, but no longer.
I'm not a football person. I'm a human person, but I'm
You're
not
a human person.
Like
Not like Hey Arnold, who is a football person.
Move it, football head.
This alien likes soccer. I'm sorry. This alien likes
team,
soccer.
All right, guys. I don't want to not have a sprint, but I don't want
Let's
to
have a sprint.
give any comments.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got to remember which comment I stopped at because I want to address all of them. I think the last one was Eva saying that she doesn't like Chicago teams. So I won't forget that. Okay, hold up. I am going to get up a timer. Let's go.
Yeah, it's tough to knock
Let's
the St.
get
Louis
a
teams.
timer.
Quick aside before we do this sprint, because mine's more of a productivity sprint tonight. If anyone has the current live stream schedule link, can you send that to me? Because I can't find it anywhere. It's driving me insane.
Lauren, you have to ask the creator of the spreadsheet for that. You have to ask Carol Brown, like if you can message her.
Well, because I looked in the files on the AuthorTube Facebook group and I searched in the group and all of that, and I looked over a few different Google Docs, but it's not current. The last one is from before the coronavirus.
Maybe she hasn't updated it. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I knew. If I find it, I'll
Sean.
tell you.
So there's that.
All right.
CB, that's talent right there. That and the good.
can't move, but this is my life now.
All right, y'all. When we come back, I'm going to talk about all the other awesome comments that people left, and we are also going to talk about what we're working on, talk about what we're accomplishing. Tonight, I'm going to be working on edits to my business book, #Savvy Business Owner.
I'm so pumped for that one.
Thank you. I'm so excited, guys. I got the cover art
so
done.
excited.
I was presumptuous, so I finished the cover art before I finished editing it. But this morning I started editing and I got distracted by so many things. So I'm hoping to get a lot of editing done tonight on our first 20-minute sprint. So Lauren, you're doing a productivity sprint. Yeah, what are you working on?
So Dal and I are actually going to be doing a live stream on July 25th, and I'm working on getting the details for that pinned down and the thumbnail created, where we talk about inclusivity, generalization, and writing advice as YouTube creators when it comes to like members of the blind and visually impaired community. And so I'm really excited about that because, you know, change doesn't happen overnight. You have to ask yourself some uncomfortable questions and face some hard truths, and I'm excited to do that. And also, I probably at some point need to get some nano words in because I'm behind again after my 10K day, but that probably won't happen. So I'm probably going to work.
Productive this weekend, though. That was so fun how you just streamed nonstop. I was there for it. I loved it.
I was dead by the end of that stream. I was dead. I was a literal dead person. My voice took like 4 days to recuperate.
Oh my goodness.
I wrote.
How many hours did you stream?
More than 10 hours.
Careful, because StreamYard only allows you 20 free hours. You know, like if you are on the free plan, you only have 20 hours per month.
I keep running into that, but I feel like
that we have 10 hours for our stream, and then the next stream that I have scheduled is not until August. So it's
okay.
And then I have to.
All right, guys, let's get our.
Okay. Sprint.
Is it me or is Lauren frozen?
Lauren froze. Wait, no, she was just.
Am I frozen?
No, no one's frozen.
Lauren's frozen. I was like, which one of us is frozen?
Am I frozen?
No,
Lauren.
you're moving.
Okay.
Guys, just let it go.
You were frozen. I was like about to start a sprint because I thought you were done talking, but then I was like, wait, no, she's frozen.
Oh no! Sorry.
Okay, you are unfrozen now. Okay, I think we're all unfrozen.
Yes.
Is everybody ready to start writing? Awesome, here we go. Everybody sprint. Hello, everyone. Back from the first sprint. I got no editing done, as I should have expected with how my day's going, and instead, I responded to YouTube comments, which I got so behind on. So that needs to be done too, because I don't want people to think that I don't appreciate their comments when I really do.
So
that's what I did. How about
I didn't understand the slang, and I had to look it up on Urban Dictionary.
What did it say?
It was like, this video is sending me. It was on my like teen author video, and I know the girl, and I'm like, I thought sending is like when you go full send and you just like do it. And so I looked up Urban Dictionary. Apparently, it means liking it, but for me, it'd be like,
yeah, I think so. I'm not always up to date on
So-
what the cool young people are saying either, so I get it.
You're supposed to be one of them.
But you are a cool young person.
Exactly.
Yes.
She's a cool young person and she doesn't
I know
understand it
from
herself.
school, and I had no idea what it meant. I was just really confused. So, anyways, sorry I interrupted you. I just really needed to get that out there.
All right, so I go back to comments in a second to catch up with everything. But first, I want to hear how y'all did. So, Lauren, how'd you do?
Well, I wrote the beginning of one and a full note to two of my ARC readers. I'm sending them some bookmarks and some extra special surprises for being sweet enough to read and review and art my book. So I worked on that because that was on my to-do list. And Devin Cutting, who was in the chat earlier, I don't know if you're still here, Devin, he messaged me and gave me the latest updated live stream schedule, which was one that I had found on the site. I think it just hasn't been updated. So we're going to have to go with best guess for time, Dal. We could either do like 9 in the morning or like 2 in the afternoon, maybe. Whatever you feel is appropriate.
Not the morning, because I don't know if I'm going to be alive then.
That's fair. So we'll say 2 p.m. on the 25th. We'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
You guys are streaming 2 p.m. on the 25th?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eastern time, right?
Central Standard Time.
Okay,
time.
Central. So that means
Yo,
okay, that
Lauren and
means
Doll are going to be streaming at 2 Central on the 25th. You better watch them. It's going to be great.
that means 3 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. my time in Argentina. So that's
Awesome.
Would you
so
rather do
exciting. Great. CB, how did you do?
So I did like a few different things. I started out with I realized I need more of an explanation to make my timeline make sense in my book. So I did a little outline for a scene, and then I texted a friend, and then I checked up on beta reader applications because I'm currently recruiting betas for the re-release of my novel Shadows of Lilith. So I checked in with them, like the applications, and it's very fun to see everyone's answers to the questions. And then I worked on said scene a little bit.
Awesome. Good work. So you're being like legitimately productive. I'm just over here like I'm gonna reply to YouTube comments because I can't focus still. Although
I spent half the time just
RK was less productive than me. Were you productive, RK?
Yeah, I actually was. I'm sorry.
Wait, were you really?
Yeah.
I thought you were watching the fight the whole time.
I was. Well, there were 2 fights. Well, there's 1.5 fights. They weren't that great, so I was able to focus on writing a little bit, and I knocked about a page of rewrites.
Awesome. Good work.
Thank
Great.
you.
Doll, how about you?
I messaged a friend, and and then I messaged another friend, and then
Sometimes that's necessary, though. I get it.
you were one of the friends, and then Lauren and I were coordinating, so I guess that's productive. And
Yeah, no, coordinating for your live stream is absolutely productive.
Yeah, so I messaged another friend and a person that I consider my mentor in a way. And I
I
was
love
just thanking my
mentors.
yeah, it's a sort of mentor, but it's a friend as well. And I was just messaging my friend slash mentor slash the most amazing person I've ever met, and just thanking them for being a great teacher. You know, like it's very rare to find a teacher who is not condescending and treating you like unconsciously treating you like less than. And then I found that person, and that person is never treating me like with that condescension tone, you know. So I was
Yeah.
just thanking that person for actually seeing me as someone with potential.
Yeah.
So that was just being thankful today, because it's an exercise that I apply with my depression, is that I
Yeah.
am thankful for the people who actually see me as a living that has worth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just messaging people and working on my mental health. So in a way, it's sort of productive, but not in
Absolutely
the way that
productive.
people expect.
No, that's
Yeah,
absolutely productive. I think that like taking care of mental health for one thing is super important. Expressing gratitude to other people, and that's why I'm like, I'm not so productive doing these comments. But like, no, this is
you
productive.
are.
You gotta let people know that you are valued in your life. And Doll, I mean, I think that you're doing a great job with that. I'm so glad that you are that you spent your time doing that and just reaching out to appreciate someone. I think that's really nice.
Yeah. So that
Awesome.
was my sprint.
Well, let's get back to this chat, guys. I'm going back a little ways because I want to make sure we get to everything because there's some really funny comments in here and I don't want to like leave you guys hanging. So, Eva says brownie points for fake messenger screenshots with Sean Boston.
That was really funny.
Oh my god, we'll definitely do this. I love this.
It's so
Joey
easy to make
is
fake
ready to
messages.
shit on that Boston guy.
That Boston guy.
What now says
Oh
Sean
my.
Boston is a majority shareholder in an underground toddler fight club. Steven is
Yeah.
here. Hello, Steven Whelan. I am glad you're
Hi,
here.
Steven.
I know it's rude to say, but I'm happy that Sean's neighbors are keeping him awake, so he has to stick around in the live stream.
Yeah. He's never on the time.
We love you, Sean. You're not that Sean, okay? We love you, Sean.
Eva says, speaking of peeing on your cake, Sean Boston peed on my cake for money. And then some people are just giving me nice comments telling me that I'm not ugly. I appreciate that. You guys are very sweet. I really do appreciate it. Now that you guys have told me this, like I've heard it from a lot of people, so I feel like I'm not going to change my image. I'm just going to be myself. Yeah, ironically ugly, right? I think she was trying to say that like I'm trying to dress like a hipster and have my short hair as like a statement or something, but in reality this is just how I look. Like that's why I tweeted. I was like, someone told me to stop being ironically ugly, but joke's on you. I wasn't ironic. I'm just ugly.
I feel like every time a girl cuts her hair short, everyone thinks it's like trying to like be a statement.
Right?
Instead
It's
of
not.
being
The
like,
reason
hey, I wanted short
Because
hair.
my hair is
I cut my hair short. I loved my long hair, but I had done so much cosplay and I dyed it so many different colors over the years that it was like my hair does like start to almost dreadlock up a little bit over time because of how thick and long and curly it is. And so it was getting really thick and it was starting to mesh together. And I was like, I think I just need like, because I had purple dye over pink dye over black dye over green dye. Like I just had so much and it was bleached underneath all of that. So I was like, I need to start over. I just need to regrow it. So I cut it off and I've been starting over with it.
I cut off my hair because it was dead because I flat ironed it every single day of 7th grade. And that is bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's not good. I flat iron my hair in a few videos because I like having the emo kid look sometimes. I think as a 27-year-old, it's a really good look for me.
But yeah, everyone's like, are you coming out as a lesbian? And I'm like, I'm not a lesbian because at the time I thought I was straight.
That's funny.
And then like a few months later, I was like, I'm bisexual. And everyone's like, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
I have a whole essay about this that starts with straight until you're drunk enough is not a sexual orientation, Sappy. Well, you guys are so sweet. I really appreciate your kind words. Thank you so much. Tony Robbins does look like a DreamWorks CGI. Oh my god, I love this so much. Oh my goodness. So Eva likes the St. Louis Cardinals, St. Louis Blues, and the Packers. No.
Is that football?
It's football. Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals is baseball. And the Green Bay Packers is football. Packers and Detroit Lions are my two least favorite teams. So Eva and I are going to go one of these days. Just kidding.
Well, the Blues just won the Stanley Cup last season with Ryan O'Reilly from the Sabres, so that one hurt. And Cardinals are just a good team in baseball. And then the Packers.
Maybe we need to have a stream that's just me, RK, and Eva, and it's called Yelling at Each Other About Each Other's Wrong Sports Opinions.
I'll be the moderator going, I don't know.
Yes, we will moderate, and her contribution was like,
arguer.
That was an interesting point that you made there, Eva. Now, was that football? Okay. That's football. What do you think about
I'm the unbiased opinion.
Yeah, Blues are a good team.
I came in at NOLA references. Come for the sprint, stay for the Hey Arnold nostalgia. 1000%, yes.
What's Hey Arnold?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing this because a couple weeks ago I was like, you don't know Eminem, and then I was like,
I know who Eminem is. He's the white guy who's good at rapping.
Yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He is that, yeah. No, Hey Arnold was one of the best animated cartoons of, I want to say, the late 90s. It was my favorite show as a kid. I loved it because it was like a cartoon on Nickelodeon, but it dealt with really heavy topics, but like without being a preachy kind of show. It was like, it was the kids. They were like,
I've seen little bits of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I know it, yeah.
I looked it up and like something triggered something, but other than that, no.
Yeah, it's a really good show. At least I love it. I think there were a lot of really memorable
And not for
episodes.
nothing, but Hey Arnold was super diverse.
It was.
Just saying.
It was. And you know, Hey
I mean,
Arnold is where I
it was-
learned what the Holocaust was as a kid.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I would
Yeah.
tell them about that. There's an episode where Arnold's grandpa beats up Hitler. There's a Hey
Ooh.
Arnold animated version of Hitler, and they do a Veterans Day special. And Arnold's grandpa's like, I fought in World War II. And then he tells this fabricated story about how he's so badass that he met Hitler face to face and beat him up. And it's definitely not true, but that's how the grandpa's a cool dude.
It was
That's
partially true. I remember that episode. It was the Memorial Day episode, and it was revealed that he won the, quote, Battle of the Bulge when he gave the Nazis bad spam, and they all had diarrhea.
That's what happened, dude. That episode, I'm so glad you've seen that because I used to bring it up to people when I was a kid, and people would be like, I think you hallucinated this. This didn't happen.
I watched the Arnold religiously.
I own the box set of all the episodes, so I've seen them all a ton, like recently even.
Dude, oh my god, I love Hey Arnold so much. I used to go through that actually, As Told by Ginger, was the one show that I'd go through serious phases of rewatching with my friends because that was like, I feel like that was just like female coming of age staple.
It's Courtney. It's Courtney.
Oh my god, RK, we need to have I feel like we have so many things we need to do. Like we need to have a stream where we just talk about shows from 1999 together.
Yeah, it's almost like you're 90s kids.
We talk about Degrassi: The Next Generation.
Oh, I love Degrassi: The Next Generation so much.
Wait, Lauren, you weren't here the week that we streamed for 4 hours. I got really drunk and I made a Twitter thread about how Degrassi and Star Trek are the same show. And then RK's friend Steve popped on the stream to argue with me about pyramid schemes. It was wild, dude. And then my internet died, so then the stream had to get cut off. But man, that was a wild week.
I love Degrassi: The Next Generation so much. It's unreal. Baby Drake. The whole love triangle nonsense and the crazy deaths. And yes, it's
Here's the thing, though. Everyone who watches Degrassi: The Next Generation, you all gotta watch Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High.
Oh my god.
Not have to watch Degrassi Street though, because that show is unwatchable. It's so like the production is so bad.
Y'all remember Johnny Tsunami?
Where me and other
I remember Johnny
people, and I'm
Dude.
gonna invite one of you guys every week just to feel like very confused as we're having a young people discussion or a teenager
Yeah, that
discussion.
sounds
We're all
fun.
still
You guys
young
can
people.
all tell me about your favorite Fortnite skin.
I don't know anything about Fortnite. I'm not.
I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I know that.
Like guest experts
generation,
Fortnite.
somewhere in the middle there.
No, I do. I would find that interesting. I want to just hop in. I don't want to be creepy though. I don't want to be like, "Hello, fellow kids. I'm Steve Buscemi in 30 Rock."
Hi, young people, and the old person.
I don't get the reference, but I know who Steve Buscemi is, so I can kind of infer the reference.
And I'm sorry to get mad with Cad the Lad. I've had your comments on here forever, and I have not addressed it. I'm so sorry. You are not late, as
Not
you can
late.
see, because we are still going for a while. Still, we have another sprint coming up once I get through these comments. Aphrodite! Hello, Aphrodite! Oh my god, Aphrodite's been here for like half an hour, and I am so behind on the comments. Oh, everyone's excited to see Aphrodite, so that's good. That's good. Devin
Everyone
is
should be excited to see
She's a
Aphrodite.
queen. Because she's the queen. Love it.
All right. Audra says, have a headache, so not writing tonight. I'm packing, moving in a month. Moving is stressful. I hope everything goes well with that. That's
It is.
hard.
That's some life experience I do have multiple times.
Oh, yeah, this is where, okay, now I get the reference about how what now? His neighbors are keeping him up. Okay, I know we're supposed to be really productive writers right now, but is anyone just a teensy bit curious what CB is singing? What were you singing along to?
Well, I just Umbrella Academy season 2 is coming out at the end of the month, so I rewatched the first season like 2 days ago. So I was listening to I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany on repeat.
I love that song.
Klaus is life. I'm just saying.
Wait, who'd you say is life?
Klaus.
Yes.
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 I've never seen Umbrella Academy, but I
Also,
love
the
it.
actor for 5 is such like a hippie vegan musician kid, and he's my age. I think he's like within 6 months of me, and it's really weird for me to see him on screen because they're like, "You're a child," and I'm sitting there like, he's practically my age. Luckily, the character's 13, but he's the actor's my age, which is just
actors
kinda
are
weird.
always
Wild.
characters
Also,
older.
weird for me to watch like Stranger Things because I'm sitting there and all of the cast of Stranger Things are 17 or 16. Except the youngest one, Will. He's like actually young. Him and Millie Bobby Brown are the youngest. But they're my age and now they're like super famous. And I'm sitting there like, I understand that you're gonna watch your first season and be so embarrassed by your haircut. Like, I feel that in my soul.
Yeah, in middle school, I had some. I had the 2005 emo bangs. Covered my left eye completely. No, my right eye. Covered one of my eyes completely. I took the flat iron straightener to my bangs every morning and did the eye covering. But I left the rest of my hair curly. So that was me. Awesome. Leora did some video editing. Aphrodite is not productive and is going to bed. Understandable. Sleep is very important.
You, man.
What now says it's 4 a.m. and I'm working my way around a really messed up time travel plot. Time travel plot! I love reading the
Time travel plot while you're deprived here at 4 a.m. How about this?
So
This
you
is
can
the
just
focus.
time travel until earlier in the day so it won't be 4 a.m. where you are.
Mm.
Or the
Steven edited 4 pages. That's a lot of pages. Good work, Steven.
Steven is rocking it today.
Yeah, well, Devin is all, Devin likes CB's entertaining. What's on your head right now?
A bunch of notebooks. This is my editing notebook. This is my writing notebook for my third book. And this is my marketing notebook because it's stupid. It says dreams don't work unless you do. My friends got me a bunch of notebooks for my birthday.
I love that. That's the
Past
best gift.
birthday, and I've already filled them. Like most of them, they wrote like cute notes in the beginning. And this one says, "It isn't as cool as your leather crafted journal you brought into school, but I hope you like it." Smiley face.
Those
Because
journals
my
are so cool. I love cool journals, and I'm such a basic bitch for the journals that have motivational sayings on the front.
It was
I get
handcrafted in Italy. I bought it from Barnes and Noble.
Whoa,
for an
that is
extreme amount of money.
gorgeous. That is
I
so
have
pretty.
a thing around here that, yes, Tree of Life journal. It's like, this journal was made of the blah, 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 blahs. So yeah, it's fancy.
It's awesome.
Nice.
Mary says, I've been working on my outline for Shadows of the Past in Plotter, currently on chapter 15. Awesome! I love it.
Great, Mary.
Morgan got 481 words. Yes, Morgan is being productive over here. Audra packed 4 boxes and is going to rest and drink water. Yes,
That's a
very
good
important.
idea.
Don't forget to hydrate yourselves.
Heather says, I got a bit of writing in, but I need to get some reading done. Right, Lauren?
Yeah.
Are you reading Lauren's book? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, she's reading an arc of my book, and I just got a review on Goodreads from another arc reader, and I'm like, I'll miss you guys.
That's so
It's so nice.
exciting. I love it.
I love Heather. You guys, you had a stream together last Saturday.
That stream was so fun.
He hung with me for 10 hours, y'all.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh
trooper.
my god.
I popped in. That was fun.
Amazing.
Heather, you're awesome. Love you. And she also streamed. Okay,
Really
I feel like I have to make this vocal so people know that Heather also streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
So in
I
the
did-
evenings.
Yeah, I'll have to start going to those. Okay.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on her channel because she streams and the streams are very helpful to keep myself productive.
Yeah, I know my stream isn't the most productive because we ramble and we gossip. But that's part of the fun. After
It's a sleepover, it's different.
ice cream, so that's a little productive. That's absolutely productive. I'm really jealous. I wish I had ice cream. Tuesday's art did some writing. Yes!
Yay,
Woo!
progress!
Love it. Oh, here's the question that has no answer, unfortunately. What does RK stand for?
Be a step.
Yay, RK.
RK.
Okay.
Tell Eva what RK stands for.
Really cool.
There you go.
It doesn't actually stand for anything. I just liked how it sounded.
Love it. Just to
The
run up
phonetics.
student.
Okay. My rap name is Case Wills, and it has absolutely nothing to do with my name, so there's that.
That's great. I love it.
With a Z. Case Wills with a Z.
Oh, of course, with a Z. Sherry says, "You're not ironically ugly. You're pretty and a great person." Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Is Savvy my real name? Kind of. It's not like I'm looking at getting my name legally changed to it. But like I've been called Savvy since like birth as a family, like my family would just call me that. So that's always been my name. I have a different legal name, but it kind of feels like a dead name. So I don't really. So I always get annoyed when people are like, "What's your real name?" But no,
I tell you it is.
my real name. I'll say yes.
Does anyone else feel like what their author name, like especially if you have initials like me or RK, it's like a secret identity?
Oh,
I mean,
CB's. I found out BC's name. I still don't know CB's name. And my friend A.G. McDonald, he's one of the closest friends I have whose name I don't know what his initials stand for. And
you still don't know my name. You
I still don't know your name, but I have seen your face now. At first,
Yes.
you guys were originally tied for closest friends that I have while not having any clue into their name or face.
I may or may not be toying with the idea of just writing a really raunchy erotica novel and publishing it under a pen name. So that might happen.
I've done that. I was never going to be open about that publicly, but I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was considering making like one of those YouTuber documentaries about it and calling it Thought Experiment. It's my experiment of being a thought online, but not really, just writing erotica. But yeah, I have an erotica pseudonym. I don't tell people what it is because it's not good for my children's writing brand.
I might know.
Yeah.
Yeah, RK knows what it is because I always run my marketing ideas by him.
Good.
But
He's
yeah,
a
I haven't
personality.
written one in a little while. What's interesting about erotica is it sells with no marketing. Like you put it up on Kindle Unlimited, it doesn't sell that well. Like I mean, it will sell that well, I'm sure, if you put more into it. But like, it didn't sell that well with no marketing. But I was getting like, I don't know, like 10 downloads for the first couple days every day, with like me being a person whose name nobody knows and with a fake name and like no presence. So erotica, I think, is, I mean, it's easier to sell than a lot of other types of books, I think. I'm not sure. It just seems that way from my experience. And also you can make them shorter. Like mine, I wrote like a trilogy, and each book in the trilogy was like under, like they were about like 10,000 words a piece.
Also, I feel like as long as you write the sex parts well, like you still have to be competent enough in the other areas, but there's a little more leeway. Like when I'm reading, and
Yeah.
I do read. Look, I'm a reader. So like I forgive the plot stuff and the whatever stuff, and I'm like, did you write the raunchy bits well? Because that's what I'm here for. Like,
yeah, it's like it doesn't have to have like some deep character arc. It doesn't have
Right.
to have like some bigger message, because that's not what people are looking to get out of it. So
right.
you can fly through it a little faster because you don't have to worry about, like, at least that's been my experience. I'm no erotica expert. I am an amateur at it. So I'm sure there'll be people in the, like, I think Aphrodite is like a real erotica writer. Like she does, like she like makes real money.
Good at
I
it.
think she does. I could be wrong.
She
'Cause
mentioned
right now I'm reading her contemporary novel, but yeah. Mary says, seriously, I wish I could get my hair cut. My statement, it's thick and heavy and gives me migraines. Okay. I relate to that. Before I cut this hair off, like, I would have to regularly switch what side of my head the most of the weight was on because it was so heavy.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
It's fine hair.
And then when I cut it all off, my head was cold for like 2 months because I just wasn't used to, like, I shaved almost all of it off. I went from like this to like nothing. And so that was pretty cool. Heather says, I needed that mental health day Monday evening when I went and got my hair chopped off. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, hockey. I don't
Yeah,
think
Heather's got a new haircut. She was showing off on her stream that she's got a new haircut, and I think it looks fabulous.
that's wonderful. What now is getting nostalgic for my purple hair days? Dude, me too.
I used to have purple hair too. I actually used to have purple hair and a
You
lip
had
piercing.
purple hair?
I had purple hair.
All right.
I
Purple
don't.
glory.
The
Yeah.
best thing about RK is I never know when he's serious. Like, do you really?
Dead serious. I used to have purple hair and a pierced lip. I let my ex-girlfriend pierce my lip in her dorm room.
I believe that 100%.
I believe that.
100%.
I believe you.
I didn't believe it, but then you're like, I let my ex-girlfriend do. I'm like, oh yeah.
She was training to be a tattoo artist and a piercer. So she was an apprentice. I let her pierce my ear when she was having a bad day, and I let her pierce my lip.
I don't believe Sean had purple hair, though. I don't believe that he had purple. I don't.
was the one who was lying.
Yeah, he's the one who's like.
Oh, Pixar, it didn't happen.
No, I still have a decent little, like, I can still sort of feel like the scar tissue on the lip from where it was before.
Geez.
But
Do you
it
have pictures of this?
I might. It kept like sinking into my lip, and I kept having to like push it through again and again, and so I just took it out eventually because it was just too much work.
It sounds a little uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable. I don't recommend you let your ex-girlfriend pierce your lip in her dorm room.
I'll keep
Definitely
it.
not your
Joke's on
ex-girlfriend.
you.
Your
I
current
don't have an
girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend because no one wants to date me.
Aw. Because you're married?
It's, well, I never had that many relationships in general because I'm married to a person I knew since middle school, so that's how it goes.
I haven't had that many relationships though either. I was like Real monogamous.
Phoebe
though.
is 10 years younger than us, and she has dated more people than all of us. Except maybe RK is going to pop in. Like, I've had 50 girlfriends, actually.
I'm the friend that everyone sets up on the blind dates when they have another friend that's lonely. They're like, oh, well, CB wants to have a relationship with someone, so I'm going to set you up on a date with them. And
I mean, I have like a
so many
ton of
times.
people that I don't know if we dated or not. Like, a ton. I have, but like, the only person I know I've dated for sure
me
is
too.
Tyler because we're married now. But I also have like I could write out like a book of all the people that I'm like, were we dating?
Me too.
But we
With
went on
guys.
dates for like 2 years.
I went out with guys as friends.
Yeah, I have so many people. Like
Dude,
that.
I went out with guys thinking that we were just friends. And no.
No, this wasn't even me. I never like.
Oh my god,
I
internet
was
lag. I'm
that
so
friend
sorry.
that I was never like. I was that friend that was always the one that everyone got involved with. You know, I was a big drama queen in college, so I was the one who was like, I was kind of like not really dating everyone, but kind of dating everyone, except for like 3 or 4 of my friends. But then there would be other friends, and
Let's see.
I
had like one long distance boyfriend, which I talked about.
I went on a Zoom call with a bunch of my college friends recently, and I was like, there's literally only one person on this call that I never made out with. That's weird.
I was
like,
oh my god,
I don't know if there's like, I have so many people I don't know if I dated or not, and I don't want to go back and ask them because I don't want them to be like, no, we weren't dating. Why would you think that?
I was real monogamous, like hardcore. Like I didn't date very many people. But
hear you. I feel you on this.
Ended up proposing to me, or we got super serious, or whatever, and then it was just kind of like, okay, this isn't right. Let's move on. And then I was the type of person. I grew up like backwoods in the country, like hanging out with the guys, like one of the guys or whatever, and I was super outgoing. And so like I had a lot of guy friends all the time. Well, when I was like in college and stuff, like me being super outgoing and friendly, like that was seen as very flirtatious. And like so I had all these guy friends who were like, oh no, I'm super into you, like I really like you, like that. And I'm like,
ooh,
why? I was like,
ooh.
like, but I'm just a friend though.
So this is the part of the sleepover where we all gossip about our relationships and
Never have I ever.
dates and our boyfriend friends.
Look,
Yeah, I'll be
Dude.
honest. I think I always do flirt with a lot of people, and it's not intentional, but it's also not like, oh, I wasn't flirting with you. I do pretty much all the time, even like
I don't even realize.
I would.
I'm pretty extroverted and friendly, and that comes off as
and I'm also just like attracted to a lot of people. And
agreed.
like I'm attracted to a lot of people, which is
That's
fun
why I always say from the go that I'm asexual.
Yeah, that's good. You should just say that outright.
That's why I say I'm ace.
What's fun though is that like
because
Tyler
like
and I
had a long distance boyfriend, and
I feel like I might
had a long distance
relationship for 10 years and not known it.
I think he never knew that I'm ace, and so he misunderstood everything I did, and that relationship didn't go far. And I mean, whatever. And then we had that awkward situation. I talked about it in a video, so I no longer give a shit. I mean, if he ever finds out, I don't care anymore. And then I dated a guy, like officially dated. Physically, when I was in Hungary, I dated a guy. I didn't like the guy. I broke up with him in less than a month because I just couldn't handle it. And I realized that I'm not straight. I'm ace. I really don't want to date people like that.
Relation to have, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't even know if I have dated other people because I have been going out with guys, just the guy and I alone.
Yeah.
And I think we're friends, and maybe the guy is thinking something else, and I'm like, uh-oh. So that's why from now on I'm always like, dude, I'm ace. If you don't like it, tell me now, because I'm ace.
I also had this like awkward. There's like also I had an awkward situation at a networking event Where like back when we had networking events, I would go to like business like classes and seminars and things just to learn things. I was always like one of the only women there, because there's always like, for some reason, business things always are so male dominated. I don't know why, but like I would get to know people there. And then this one guy, I was walking like back to the bus and I was talking to him after the networking event, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to go get a beer over at this place?" And I was like, "Oh, that'd be cool," because I wanted to keep networking. So I was like, but then I remembered I promised Tyler I'd have dinner with him that night. So I told him, "No, I can't tonight because I promised my husband I'd have dinner with him." And he was like, "Oh my God, I wasn't hitting on you." And I was like, "I didn't say you were. Just because I bring up my husband doesn't mean that I'm trying to turn you down. It just means that I told him I would have dinner with him, so I can't have it." Like, what? And then I tried to follow up with him on emails afterward, and he stopped responding to me. I was like, I thought we were networking.
He made it weird.
He definitely made it weird. I was like, I want to have a beer with you too, in a non-sexual way. Jeez.
Then when he realized you weren't going to make that connection, he like overcorrected, and then he realized he overcorrected, and he ghosted. That's what happened.
It's like it's like when people say it's not a pyramid scheme. If it's really not, you don't have to say it. People will know.
One time I was like dating and seriously like dating, possibly getting engaged to somebody that I'd been in a relationship for like a long time, and I was in college, and like he was hanging out with one of my friends, and I woke up the next morning and he had like left a poem like outside of my door, and I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, but like it's also incredibly sweet because he wrote a poem, and I know that takes a lot of guts.
I think that's very sweet.
He like illustrated it. Like he like illustrated it with like roses around the actual poem that he wrote, and I was just like, this took a lot of time and effort, and like I'm dating somebody very seriously. Like I don't know about that.
Dude, if you want something super cringy, when I was 15, Tyler and I had been dating for 6 months. This was in beginning of 2008. And I, as a gift for our 6-month celebration, I wrote him a bunch of emo poems about our love.
I love that so much.
I did a video where I actually read some of them.
Oh, I love that.
I need to do like a full video where I'm like reading all of the emo poems I wrote for Tyler when I was an edgy teenager. I'm sure he thinks they're cringy as hell too, but they're like, what was what? And they were very good. Like, I'm not good at poetry, and they were like cringy, like they like legitimately, like not when too many authors say their work was cringy when they were teenagers, but it was actually like pretty good, especially
my
for their
work
age.
is cringy, and I'm a teenager.
No, your work. That's the thing. CB's work is actually good. I'm trying to remember because I wrote a poem about how Tyler and I are spending the 4th of July together, but I don't remember what it was. I had some really cringy rhymes in it. I also think I wrote about looking in his eyes or something like that. All right. Okay. Aphrodite says Ravens and Orioles, the teams.
Still not.
Don't know about that. Eva says, my mister is the sports ball person when it comes to name and stat retention. I like cheering and seeing games live. I suck as a TV fan. I was never like fully a stats person, but I used to be really invested in college football and would like I used to know a lot more about it than I know now. I just don't have as much time to be into it, but I have a lot of respect for that. What now says you all do the stream and I'll be in the chat every 10 minutes commenting American football is sissy rugby. Oh my God. I
this conversation
in high school. I went to like some of their training sessions, but I just like I was so overcommitted to things in high school, so I never ended up committing to it. But looking back, I wish I'd been on the rugby team because I feel like that's like a lesbian rite of passage.
Don't you mean softball?
Softball? No, dude, rugby. Well, maybe softball. No, roller derby. Roller derby is the ultimate lesbian sport.
I don't know, Savvy. You drink enough beer for rugby though, so you're good. Or no, you don't drink enough. You're more of a whiskey.
Oh no, I drank a huge beer last night. It was like one of those bottles that's like one serving.
Oh no,
I think I drink enough beer. Trying to drink less beer
Yes.
because I am gaining weight. So Kat Benson says, "Hey Arnold" is such a classic. Absolutely. And what now says, "I didn't just hear the words, 'What's Hey Arnold?' I am not that old. I call my nephew Short Man." That is cute. Okay, here's what bothers me. The Funko Pop for Arnold says his name is Arnold Shortman, like Shortman is his last name, but that's not his. He doesn't have a last name. That's like one of the running jokes in the show that whenever they're about to say his last name, it cuts off. So it's like his grandpa calls him Shortman as a term of endearment. This Funko Pop is lying. Just call him Arnold. His name's not Arnold Shortman. Jeez. Eva says, "I would prefer soccer over NFL, though I'm pretty ignorant on it. I'd like not to be so panel, hockey, baseball, soccer. No. I mean, I don't follow hockey well enough, and I follow soccer almost never, so I would be shit on that panel. So maybe just you and Arthur. He follows everything. Well, RK's a basketball dude, I'm pretty sure.
I like them all. I don't watch baseball that much, but it definitely goes basketball, and then probably football, hockey.
I feel like basketball better than I like football and baseball because it's more fast paced, and I feel like it's more exciting to watch as a
That's
spectator.
totally true. Every once in a while, I regret that I never played football as a kid because I wanted to, but my parents they thought it was dangerous. And also I would have sucked at it. I had a lot of physical health issues as a kid.
Scoliosis.
I had scoliosis. I had like problems with walking. I just spent a lot of time in the hospital and physical therapy. So like, I think it would have probably been very dangerous for me to play contact sport, but I still sometimes look back and I'm like, I think I would have been a cool football player.
I
Yeah,
wanted
every
to do wrestling
to watch
in
it.
school, but
Courage the
no.
Cowardly Dog, dude. That show is still scary. It's still scary. I watch. Okay, there's this episode, dude. This episode is wild. Okay,
I call Logan Courage
that's so cute.
because he's just scared of his own shadow.
Little weenie.
My own shadow. I
So I
am.
rewatched an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog recently, and it was the one where that lady had that creepy mask on, and creepy masks have always freaked me out. So I didn't realize as a kid though how like dark this plot was. Like I was scared of the creepy mask, but like the plot was that this lady had an abusive husband who was keeping her trapped, and she needed to escape to be with like her girlfriend. That was a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode, y'all. And then she and her girlfriend escaped on a train together. But the lady had appeared at Courage's house wearing a creepy mask that was like, oh man. I wonder if I can find this link to what it looked like and I post it in the chat. Y'all will remember, but you'll also have nightmares. Okay, yeah, I would actually pay for Nickelodeon Plus. I'm not going to lie. I would pay to have all the Nickelodeon shows.
Courage was Cartoon Network, right?
Courage
Yeah,
was Cartoon Network, yeah.
Because that's on Boomerang.
Dude, I love Cartoon Network.
Dude, you know what HBO Max has though? It has all of the old Jetsons and Flintstones.
Oh god, I just saw the mask again. I was searching up an image to show you guys, and it made me flinch. Oh, this is so. The episode's called The Mask.
I will say this. Cartoon Network's Adult Swim introduced me to Inuyasha, and that spiraled into a lifelong love of anime and manga and all kinds of crap.
All right, I posted it in the. I just posted it in the chat. It's still scares me. Look at your own risk. Yes. Okay, I knew Kat Benson would be an As Told by Ginger fan. You radiate As Told by Ginger energy. That's just a thing. I vaguely remember My So-Called Life, but I don't think I watched it. I don't remember.
Do you remember Samurai Jack?
Samurai. Yeah. Okay, dudes, I know that this is like a dead subject. Not dead, but like a beating a dead horse. I finished Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Woohoo!
can put
So-
the past away.
What'd you
I wish
think?
you would step back
It was
from
so
that
good, dude. And
ledge,
then
my
I watched
friend.
a review of someone talking about the M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I was
Don't
like,
watch it.
God, this didn't need to exist.
Don't watch it.
Oh,
It's
no,
worse
I
than the
won't.
Percy Jackson movies.
I haven't seen those either, and I don't plan to. But dude, the show Avatar was so good. It was so good. I loved it. I loved so much
As I
about it,
rewatched that
I
show
didn't
is why I am who I am as a person.
because I'm gonna be a Katara and Zuko shipper forever.
Yes.
Okay, CB, do not. No, they belong together, and
We're getting
They
up
were
on
Friends. I like their friendship, and I don't think
knew
they would.
I liked Katara and Aang as friends, but I didn't get that, did I?
They
See,
all
I
should have
don't
been ace.
Katara and Aang, but I think it makes more sense than Katara and Zuko.
Lies. They have a beautiful enemies to friends to lovers arc.
They really
that's
do. They really
so
do.
emotional. They
Me
sacrifice
personally,
and become. They overcome their fears
I
and
would
prejudices for each
more
other.
with Zuko than I would with Katara, more with Zuko.
And not only that,
No.
they actually broached like topics like Katara's mother's death and Zuko's mother's death and how they related to that with each other and all this other like deep crap. Whereas Aang was just like, I'm 12 and I came out of an iceberg and I like
Yeah.
you.
I always saw Katara and Aang as having like a cute like sibling friendship, closeness
Yeah.
relationship. That's what they always gave off to me. I never saw a romance with them.
I always felt like it was valid that Aang crushed on Katara because of the role that she played in his life. But like, if we're talking about longevity here, because of course there's a sequel series and you know all of that, and they like got married and had children and ended up together. Like, I don't think that that's realistic.
Not realistic. I was
think
like,
we
don't
should
know
go
if
far
Katara
out
and
and
Aang
This
is
house,
ended.
that's father. In this house, we don't invalidate previous stuff just to make a new series to make more money. I hate that, and it is one of my biggest pet peeves. In
I
any
hate
story
it too, but I've also come to being of the opinion that canon is whatever we want it to be. Who am I to tell someone that something is more fictional than something else? So if I write a Katara and Zuko romance fan fiction, is it
I
canon?
would probably read it.
Sure, it's
but-
canon within its own universe. It's not
I
canon
like
within
the
that
ship.
Last Airbender universe, but the Last Airbender universe is not canon within real life because it didn't happen. So there you go. But I'm glad we've got some As Told by Ginger fans in this comment section because, dude, that show defined so much of me. Even like I watched it all the way through again in college, and then my one friend who watches it with me, when she stayed at my apartment for a few days, we just binge watched the whole series.
Also, Dal Toph is totally ace. You aced that. That's correct. She is totally ace. She's too badass.
Wait,
for
why is Dal in the comments? But
her internet gremlins keep stealing her away from the
oh, okay. I was like, I assumed Dal had just stepped out for a second, but and then she was in the comments, and I was like, wait, what?
But
Yeah,
back
RK stands
Avatar,
for
real
really
quick.
cute.
Thank you, Aphrodite. You're the best.
We have another fan. RK's popular. He's got fangirls.
Yeah. They're cool. The one I sent you guys was a guy.
I love it.
That's even better.
All right, y'all. I got so far behind in these comments that I'm just gonna skip like half of them. I'm so sorry. The compliment of the yes,
Wow.
I finished Avatar. I could see Toph being ace. Because originally I was a Toph and Aang shipper, but I think Toph could be ace. I could see that.
I don't. Not Toph and Aang. I just like Toph.
Wasn't so independent and self-assured and
Or Toph and Sokka.
just a lot of different things that like I feel like if she was ace and she ended up with nobody, she would still be so content and such like her own person, you know. I feel like that would be actually a really strong validating ending for her.
Well, that's canon in Legend of Korra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Myself.
I didn't realize that.
Guys, I
Oh,
haven't watched
oh.
Legend of Korra yet, so please don't spoil it for me. If anyone knows where I can watch it, please
I
tell
can't
me.
watch it anywhere. Yeah.
Because I have a feeling I'm going to be in love with Korra.
Me too. I want to watch it, but at the same time, I know it's gonna hurt.
It's
Because
going
I
to
don't.
hurt to see Katara not with Zuko in the long run.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool story. And actually, the villains in Korra are fantastic.
No,
I
I'm
just
so
think
excited to
characters
watch.
growing up.
I'm
I think
happy.
characters growing up.
I'm here.
Basically.
Okay, wait. So after Shelby Wrights left this comment, I considered pulling up the As Told by Ginger theme song to listen to it, but I was like, I'm not getting copyright claimed again. That's not happening.
Doll should come on and sing it.
With two different guys. Really?
And one of them was Sokka. Supposedly.
What?
Maybe. It's
What?
a fan
Okay,
theory. One
y'all
of them
need
was
to
Sokka.
stop it with the
There is
spoilers
proof.
because I have not seen Korra yet. I listened to an entire As Told by Ginger podcast. Wait,
So
where?
Korra hasn't seen you either.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I
I
see
need
her,
more
she will
wine
be
for
my
this
wife.
conversation. I'm not
Yeah.
prepared.
Get more
Okay,
wine.
wait. Tuesdays are you need to tell me
Deal.
about this podcast. Also, we need to do another sprint. I need to get out my pent up Katara and Zuko energy and do a sprint. So let's get back to this 20-minute timer.
Perfect timing for the headline fight.
All right. Everybody get ready to do a sprint. And
Oh shit, this isn't the headline. There's one more, isn't there?
well, good time to do your writing. Everybody go. All right, we are back from the sprint. I think everyone went to bed while we were on the sprint.
Oh.
There I am. I didn't even realize that my camera was not visible. Anyway, I think everyone went to bed during the sprint, but that's okay. Now I can be caught up on comments. Oh, Taco did not go to bed. She's still here. Audra did go to bed. And Joanne went to bed, which is fine. We all need our sleep. It won't be that long before I go. Although I had coffee, which it had because I thought I was going to do work. But I've been just replying to YouTube comments. Mary also went to bed. There we go. Tuesday's Art says it's called In Between. It's available on YouTube. Oh, this is the SO Editor podcast. I need to listen to that. Absolutely. Doll is also still here. Shelby Wrights is still here. Mary Whibley is still here and got up to chapter 16. Yes, you did. I love it. Devin is still here. Awesome. So
you definitely caught your second win with that coffee. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I will keep. I don't know. I've just been emotionally all over the place today. I just can't focus because my mind's buzzing everywhere.
It happens.
So CB has a book on her head, so that's how we know that she had an excellent last sprint. How'd you do?
I'm struggling. I'm trying to recruit betas right now.
You'll beta.
Beta. I have the link.
Oh yes, send the link.
Just message me. I need something to read right now. I'd love to do that.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put in the chat right now the link to CB's form for beta reading. She needs some beta readers right now. So
one person I know. So one of the questions is sexuality, but it's not required. It's just it would help because I have gay characters. And someone put married.
That's so funny.
So once when I worked in a writing center tutoring people, I had this one older lady, because sometimes we would tutor people who were, older people going back to school for a degree or whatever. So there's this lady who was older, and on the form it said to put your name and what your pronouns are, and she crossed out all the options and put I.
What?
I'm to be fair, you're not wrong. I go by I and me and all of that too. So you're not wrong.
It's an interesting take on the subject. But
I just assumed she didn't know what it was asking, which is reasonable.
It was funny because I know the lady that
wrote
married. It's funny because my other answers are there's so many bisexuals signed up, which I'm super excited for because I unintentionally made.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll sign up anyway.
Bisexuals. We don't do straight here. No, I have one token straight character.
That's okay. He's the token straight character. The token straight white man with the AuthorTube sleepover.
Anyways, over the sprint, people requested me I put more things on my head. So over the sprint, I looked at the analytics for the sign up sheet, and then I looked at YouTube analytics, and I'm very confused because my phone, you know how you can switch between YouTube accounts?
Yeah.
Go back down. All right, and it says the number of subscribers on that. Well, that says I have 77, but when I pull up the studio, it says I have 75, and I'm where are those two people? I need to help them. But anyways, I'm slightly confused by technology. It's cool.
I get it. I'm gonna sign up on the sheet in a minute.
It's kind of you have to think about it. I'm trying to go out now. It's not easy.
Lauren, I have no idea what you just said.
Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, Lauren, say it again because we started talking at the same time. There's always a little lag.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your.
Yeah, I was filling out your form. It's actually kind of introspective. It's a little bit difficult. You're what kills a story for you? I need to know more about you and be introspective. And I'm like, well, dang, I gotta think about that.
I'm a little bit offended that I'm in the middle-aged age group here.
I know.
Okay.
Are under 18, 18 to 25. I'm in the 26 to 35 age group. What?
I think I have to edit the under 18 because it's like there's a big difference between 13 and 18.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
13 and 17. So I might have to edit that, and you know, it's just funny looking at the analytics. I'm pulling it up for myself because there are so many more women than men, and so far I have no other on the gender
I just
question.
checked other for gender, and this sounds like I'm kidding, but this is legitimate. I identify as a dad joke. Call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner.
I love that.
That's my
That's
joke.
amazing. That makes me
I'm not
so
lying.
happy.
That's my pinned tweet, and people are sometimes like, "What are your pronouns?" Like, it's in the pinned tweet.
What
People think that's a joke. I'm
I
serious.
haven't read your pinned tweet then, I don't think. Is it they, them, or is it
No, it's call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
that? Oh, okay. That's
It's literally
your
that.
pronoun. That's your actual pronouns. Okay.
It's literally whatever you want, but I framed it as dad joke because I'm
No,
ridiculous.
that's so you. That
Yeah.
is so on brand. That's so you. I love that. I
Oh
love
my
that.
God.
That's so fun.
Sexuality not required.
It's not required because I didn't want to like pressure people
I gave
into
you
it because
mine.
I can see the difference when he says what.
Oh
So
my God! It
auto-
auto
didn't wanna
filled it because it's an ethnicity. It auto filled in Chicago.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I
Yes,
miss
mystery responses are
My
because
subject
there are-
was like, you don't know what you are.
It's like when people answer the same thing, it like makes it into a little graph. And I have Caucasian on there 3 different times with 3 different spellings. So mwah.
Mine was a typo, like a legit, like my finger messed up. I was not coordinated. I've had wine. And then I went, that's not how that's spelled. There's a red line under it, and fixed it before I like filled the form out. So just in case you're wondering what
I'm gonna
kind
put
of
my ethnicity in
Caucasian
Chicago.
I am.
We have 9 responses now. The female is in blue and the male is in red, and the female is just becoming a Pac-Man eating the male alive.
Yes, well,
Which
isn't
sounds
that
very
life? RK, comments? No? Okay.
On what? What's up?
We're talking about beta
We're
reading
discussing
for
my
CB's book, and she said that her analytics, it's like there's so many females who are signing up to beta read for her book that it's like a Pac-Man eating the male. And I was like, isn't that life? And I was like, RK, comments.
I don't know. I'm not beta reading it because I'm no beta.
but you I don't like it.
Dude, bro, thing to say. Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna go through comments, and then I'm gonna finish this form because I'm stuck on what kills a story in my mind. We'll get
Right?
there.
It was surprisingly introspective.
This is a hard-
for a sign-up form.
Oh yeah, I know
I'm
what
excited
kills
for
a
Sakura's videos on chaos magic.
All right, I submitted the form, CB. You just got my form.
Yeah.
I left my
Oh, yes, I have
ethnicity
now
as
10 responses.
Chicago.
A lot of people are saying characters, that they care a lot about characters and sentence structure, which I'm slightly worried about the sentence structure one. Because I'm like, okay.
Well, that's why you got betas. I'm sure your sentence structure is fine, though.
I hope so.
What are you looking for from this round of betas? Like just general notes? Are you looking for like line by line notes? Like what is it that you're hoping to gain from the betaing?
I'm hoping for just general notes. I want to see how like people feel about mostly like certain plot points.
General overall impressions.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing the interviews after like every chapter because I did research on how to do betas properly, and they're like interviews, and I'm like, yes.
Okay,
So
sounds good. Just so now.
Awesome. So, Sako finished 5 videos about thought forms in chaos magic. I don't know what
Sako's
that
a
means,
champ.
but it sounds really cool.
Yeah, I want to know more. I want to know more about chaos magic with a K because I use magic with a K in my book.
I love when people spell magic with a K. I don't even know what the difference is. I just
did
think
that
it
in
looks
my
cool.
book.
Yay!
I don't know the difference either.
All right, Morgan is still here. I wrote things, have not hit my goal today, so I can't go to bed. You know what, Morgan? That's the attitude that I need to adopt right now because I haven't accomplished my goals today. So maybe I should continue to stay awake. But I'll get caught up in social media drama. That's what I always do.
I'm calling out what it is. Morgan, let me tell you, puts up big words all day, every day, even when she's at work.
That's true. Morgan, doesn't Morgan write like 10,000 words a day?
Yes.
Morgan, yeah. You know what? You have earned a good night's sleep. Have a nice dream.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I have the weirdest dreams. Guys.
Morgan's awesome.
She is.
I think I went last night with the horde. So that was fun.
Steven says, I'm still here, but yeah, probably should go to bed considering I work tomorrow. Do I work tomorrow? That's a good question.
I'm going to try and wake up at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow and then do like a day of work and be like, boom, 9:30 to 5:30.
This one event that I had signed up for was like, are you looking for more events to sell at? I'm like, bitch, there's a pandemic. I thought all the events were canceled. But this one event is like, hey, do you want to sign up for some more events in August and September? And I'm like, no.
That's
I'm going to put myself in the middle of the disease? God damn it.
I have all these companies that are like, if you can afford to spend $1,000 on your advertising because I have this many Twitter followers, we'll tweet your book out to all these people. And I'm like, no.
Dude, I got this super annoying guy on my business email, my Forever Home Friends email. This guy sent me, at first I like a form email, like a copy and pasted one where he says, I'm impressed by your Instagram feed. I found your account recently. You could meet the criteria for our growth. I'm like, whatever, I'm not paying for Instagram. Actually, that's false. I pay RK to run my Instagram, but I'm not paying like a bot or like a company. Exactly. And that's my Forever Home Friends Instagram. I run my personal one. RK runs my business one. So if he ever posts anything problematic, I will not blame him for it, though, because I'm not Rachel Hollis.
Fair.
But I don't think he will. So then, okay, so after that email, I didn't respond. The guy responded to me 3 days later and said, I was wondering if you received the email I sent you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Waiting for your positive response. First of all, don't tell me how I'm going to respond to you.
Right.
Then, 4 days after that, he replies again. I've still not contacted him once. He replies again and says, I guess you have not been able to review my previous email. I understand this is quite an ask, but I appreciate it if you could get back to me. So once again, I didn't respond. And then a week later, he emails me again and says, I have sent 3 emails in the last 4 weeks asking your permission to share more information about this program. I have been persistent only because I think you would really benefit from the program. I'm like, no, dude. No. You know what? I'm just going to respond that right now and say, no. I wonder if engaging is going to make it worse, but it seems like even when I don't engage, he keeps going, so. I'll just say no. Send. There we go.
What'd you do, Lauren?
I'm pulling up. Wait, crap. Why is this doing this?
Heather is also still here. Yes, the gremlins kept Doll. Doll edited a scene. Now, did I miss a comment here? Because this just says Savvy and Eva.
I don't know what that means.
I apologize if I don't understand the context. Please correct me. We need more videos of CB balancing things on her head. That could be a niche. Where you get, like on your channel, writing a book while I balance things on my head, writing a book while I balance a book on my head, writing a book while I balance a pillow on my head, while I balance whatever that is on my head.
Masking tape
On my head. Yeah.
See,
that
I
could be
spent
a series.
lots of time as a child practicing to be a princess. So, obviously, I am now a princess.
Morgan says I still need 952 more words. Until what, though? Until 10,000? Because I don't think you really need 952 more words. But, you know, I appreciate that you have big goals. I think we can all learn about productivity and staying on task from Morgan and her incredible work ethic.
The reason I know how to balance things on my head is because I watched Barbie Princess Charm School as a child, and that was part of the plot.
That was a good movie. So now that I have successfully updated my password, so the email chain that I just recently received that was the most similar to what you had, Savvy, was, "Good morning, Lauren. Firstly, we wanted to reassure you that this isn't a scam and you're not on any mailing list."
Good Lord. Okay. Nope. If it starts that way, we're done.
I'm not a scam.
I was like, what? And so, like, it was like, our regular prices are $899 for advertising to, like, launch your book on our site or whatever, right? And I politely responded, like, I'm sorry, that's outside of the budget that I've set with all the other advertising I've already contracted for this launch. So the CEO, wait. The CEO of the company responds, "You'll love this. Hi, Lauren. So sorry to hear this, as we would have loved to work with you. I don't suppose an extra $200 off any of the rates would swing it for you, would it?" So,
Sounds legit. You should trust them. Just give them your social security number.
right. He's a prince from Nigeria too, right? Like, what the fuck? I was like, stop.
Oh, some company keeps contacting me about wanting to publish my book, but I've looked them up and they're not real. But they won't stop. They call me.
I don't call you.
Call you?
That is so weird.
Did you give them your phone number?
And I was like, sorry, no, delete my number, goodbye. And yeah, I usually answer like telemarketers going, sorry, I'm 12, and then hang up because I like answering them because it freaks them out. But I don't get them very much anymore because everyone thinks I'm 12.
It's wild.
That's annoying. But I just loved how that started. It was like, hey, this isn't a scam.
Not a scam.
Promise.
Like, this isn't a trap.
We just want you to spend an exorbitant amount of money for
our
bullshit and
website
shenanigans.
At totallylegit.com.
Yeah. I thought you would appreciate that, Savvy. That's why I like.
Oh my god, yes. Jeez, maybe we should do a video. Lauren, we should do a video on book publishing scams.
No shit. I have like an expertise in
I
that.
want to do it because I want to do more like book related scam videos too.
I'm here for it.
Sometimes people don't get how the general scams videos relate to books, but I think they do. But I want to do a book scams video because
I feel like
I wouldn't want to do it without you because you have so many like insane stories.
I do actually, which is sad. I feel like I'm a mark or something, and people just think I'm an easy prey because of all the shit I went through before.
Like this Friday on my channel, I have a video coming out about the time I went to an MLM job interview when I was 22.
I have like a bunch of like on Twitter, like people will tweet me and they'll be like, "Oh my god, your book, it's in our genre and it's in our market and we want to market it." And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, "But you have to pay us like $800 first."
Scam.
That might be a little sketchy though. Like I feel like there's so many of them.
So Heather read 4 pages and went through some Facebook comments on a post I'd written in an editing group yesterday. Yay! I love it.
Thank you so much, Heather, for doing a wonderful job.
Oh, that's awesome. Mary tutors at a college in business technology and Microsoft Office. I love that.
I need your help. Waves little Pan flag. Hi, Pan. Hi. We love you so much. With your pastel colors and your beautiful life.
All right. Yeah, I know Morgan's going to do it. Morgan, you're going to accomplish this. Eva says by the time you're 36 plus, there's not much difference between 13 and 18 anymore.
But there is.
I think there still
going
is.
off to college. A 13-year-old is discovering kissing.
We hope.
I can think of another example of what being 13 is.
I didn't run around kissing everyone when I was 13, CB.
What?
I was a good, well-behaved child.
Well, no, that's when you'd like everyone around you is.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you now.
I don't know, CB. I don't think.
You shouldn't kiss until you're married, okay?
Till you're married. Dang it. No, yeah.
RK is just waiting to get married so he can kiss because he didn't ever get to kiss the girl that pierced his lip.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
I'm just
Isn't it,
kidding.
RK? Say yes. Just say yes and move on.
All
That's
right.
why I got my lip pierced.
So that he could get his first kiss. How awkward was it with that lip piercing?
Eva says, Savvy is my second cousin on my dad's side. That's why the same surname for the curious proved me wrong. Because our last name is Wrights. Is that what you mean? Because I'm Savvy Writes Books and you're Eva Wrights? Is that what you mean? Or do we actually have the same last name? Like, I don't know, because I think you only go by your first and middle name on Facebook. Am I being an idiot? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
I'm pretty
Also,
sure
I'm adopted on my dad's side, so I don't know if any of that's even true or if you're messing with me.
I think it's the right thing. Yeah.
I think it's the right. I thought I got the joke, and then I'm like, wait, are you and I actually related? And I just didn't know this whole time.
Oh, is there a puddle on my desk? How is there a puddle on my desk? I don't know.
I don't know. Did you have a drink over there? Conversation?
But this, I don't know. I was also dropping bottles off my head.
Doll's ethnicity is adopted alien. I left my ethnicity as Chicago when I submitted my form to you.
Yep, I saw. There's Caucasian spelled differently. Chicago, white, white with insert heritage.
I put Caucasian, but now I feel like I should have put old fart.
There's multiple whites, lots of whites.
Lots of Caucasian, spelled correctly.
Someone else put something. What was it?
Oh, Steve says, I'm non-binary and use any pronouns.
British.
Have I ever mentioned that before?
You
No, I don't think I have. I
didn't.
didn't know that about you right now. Yeah. Thanks for telling me.
Non-binary powers.
RK ain't no beta.
Scarred.
Oh my goodness.
You're right.
Where
He's an
are we
Omega.
in the
We all know
I'll-
this.
I'll alpha read for you.
I didn't listen to that, and I don't want to listen to whatever you said.
This morning, Tuesday's art says, this morning I found an email from a company asking my bunny to model their watches on his Instagram page. I saw your tweet about that. That was so funny.
I can't even.
Chewy's gotten like DMs on, like I don't run as often now a separate Instagram for Chewy, but I used to. And he got a comment asking if he could join their program to get Olive Garden coupons and rewards or something. And he responded by saying, I'm not allowed in Olive Garden because I'm a dog.
I posted a picture of me and Lily.
It's weird.
for, like, the
Companies
first
that
time
reach out on
ever.
Instagram, you know they're not legit because they reach out to literal animals.
Yeah. I posted a picture of me and my dog Lily for like the first time in a really long time. And it was just kind of like, oh, I wish everyone looked at me the way Lily does or whatever, because she was looking at me all sweet. And immediately I hit like post, and immediately afterwards it was like, can you be a sponsor for whatever? And I was like, what the? getting emails, all kinds of stuff.
I'm a
I was
princess.
like, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Same thing with my son, and that's what's scary. Like, if I post a picture of me with my son, immediately there's these like children's clothing companies or children's whatever companies, and they like, I hit post, and they're like, you would be a great ambassador for our brand, and they're so cute, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, that's not.
Y'all, was I
fair.
freezing? I think the internet gremlins are getting me.
They've come for you.
I'll just be quiet.
No.
Mine is always problematic. CB or Tiara is epic.
I have all of the tiaras. This one I got when I was like 6, so it doesn't really fit anymore. And then we have this one, which I got for the trailer that we filmed for my book. It's a little headband. That was for a princess. You can find out.
Hey guys, am I frozen real quick?
No, this one. No, well, you're
Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want
Am I here?
snowman?
Am I frozen? What is happening?
Never seen you running more. Nothing. Like it's all right. I know
Elsa?
every word to most Disney movies. Like, if not all of them. Because I was a camp counselor at a Girl Scout camp.
Does that include Disney Channel original movies?
No. I wasn't
Oh.
allowed to watch Disney Channel as a child. I was allowed to watch Simpsons though. Everyone's
I
frozen.
like Savvy is struggling with internet
Am I
connection.
back? Am I still frozen?
You're
Can you guys
very
hear me?
You are good. You are not
Okay,
frozen.
you guys were frozen. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream soon, unfortunately, because my internet is popping in and out. The gremlins are getting me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, like Dal says, they got me and Savvy now too. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being here on this live stream, though. I'm having fun and didn't want to leave yet, but the internet gremlins are getting me. Guys, please make sure you all subscribe to Lawrence DeVere, CB Friends, and Arcade Gold. Make
Sign up for
sure
beta.
that you
Reader.
sign up to beta for CB's story. Get ready for Lauren's release that's coming out soon. And this Friday at 11 a.m. Central, I'll have my newest Friday video premiering, and then immediately following it at noon, RK and I are going to have our live stream on his channel. So yeah, I know I'm blurry. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see y'all again next week on the stream, or hopefully.
Or hopefully at some point, Friday. She's probably saying Friday.
It's broken. It's broken.
Probably
She's
saying.
frozen. Also, you have a different tiara on.
I know. I have 4 tiaras and 2 masquerade masks.
That's so awesome. Your parents love you so much. They do. They embrace your weird. It's amazing. I love it so much.
My dad's been playing D&D since he was a child. We're just telling this to everyone.
I love it. I love it. My parents would have been like, why, you psycho?
My dad bought me elf ears when I was little, so I have elf ears.
You have amazing parents. Just love and appreciate them for who they are. I'm just saying.
Oh, we lost Savvy, therefore we cannot end the stream. I do want
Yeah, this happened once before. Savvy's going to have to log on her phone and end the stream there.
This is fun.
So we'll just do our best.
My book is a young adult fantasy novel, and I have a collection of characters. And it's started from Third Person Limited. Yeah, and it's the re-release, so hopefully it's going to be good. It has memory loss in it too, which I think is interesting.
That is interesting.
Oh, sad.
I had to log in on my phone. My internet went off on my computer, but I'm ending the stream. I had to log in on my phone to end it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye, friends.